Well, if 2020 taught us anything, it is that there is a huge divide in this country between law enforcement and the communities that they serve, and particularly communities of color. This is hardly a new problem, and it's not going away. And now there's a powerful and timely new documentary called Walking While Black, Love is the Answer, hoping to bridge that gap. Here's a peek.
I'm looking at him and he's scared. He's scared of me.
I see kids when they see me in uniform go out their way just to say to the top of their lungs, I hate the police. Can't stand the police. They used to love us. What happened?
Joining us now to discuss is the director of that film, A.J. Ali. I appreciate you joining us so much for this. This looks like an awesome film. We were talking just really before we got on air here how poignant and really timely, as I said at the top, this is. So tell us a little bit more about how you got started on this. I know it was a journey. A project of love took 4 years to do. Tell us some more about it.
Yeah, first of all, Kelvin, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate you. Love your show. This journey started for me in 2012. And when I say this journey, I mean this particular journey, one stop after many others in my life. But this one in 2012 was the one where I was on the side of the road wondering if my life was going to end. The officers who stopped me for taking a walk in my own community. And it got contentious, and I was threatened with arrest. And at one point, I thought there was going to be physical violence. The only thing that stopped it was I was able to say, I've got my attorney on speakerphone, and he hears everything. And that enabled me to get out of that situation in one piece. And I wrote about it as a writer. I decided, well, I'm going to write about it, and I wrote about it, and I got responses from all over the country. And then I asked for an apology from that police department, didn't get one. And then I decided to do more, amped up my activism. And after a while, I decided I'm going to tell a bigger story. And that's when the idea about making the film came into place.
You know, AJ, I sit here and I listen to your story. I reflect on my own multiple stories throughout my life, and it's disheartening because I think there's some people going to be watching this and saying, "Come on, it wasn't that bad," or their immediate reaction, innate reaction is to say, "Well, what did you do?" You know, some people just can't fathom that these things happen. Yet here we are, you know, nearly a year after George Floyd's killing, where everyone saw that gruesome act there, and then of course you get people screaming and calling for abolish the police, defunding police. And some people are looking for that to happen immediately. What are your thoughts on that? What do you say to people who are calling for those actions?
Well, you know, I'm not for abolishing police. We need the police. We just need the police to do their job in a manner that is equitable, treat everyone fairly. I'm going all over the country now teaching peace officers and other community members together. And what I'm telling the peace officers is, treat me like I'm your brother. You know, treat me like I'm your favorite family member, no more, no less. And I actually tell the community members the same thing about how they should treat police. Look beyond the badge, see the humanity, treat them like Ohana, like a family member. And we just need more people to experience it and to come together and have these courageous conversations where we can get past the stereotypes, tear down the walls, and build bridges of reconciliation.
You said so much there. You're talking about stereotypes. You're talking about inherent biases that many of us have in so many different things. But what you ultimately said, I love, was bridging the communities and finding a way to really to knock down those walls. We need more of that. And of course, you said, I said it up top, love, right? Love being the answer for that. A.J. Ali, tell us more about how people can see this. I'm excited. I told you off air. I'm telling you now, I'm excited to see this. How can we do so?
Well, it's going to be out on VOD a little bit later this month, next week, in fact. And if you just go to walkingwhileblack.com, you'll be able to see exactly where it's available. And you can also check out some of the backstory behind the film. And then the film actually inspired a movement, the Love is the Answer movement. And you can go to loveistheanswermovement.com to not only learn about what we're doing, but also get involved. Or you can become a mentor. And we've got a great Love is the Answer mentoring program where we're training people all over the country to team up in groups of 4 and wrap their arms around someone, a peace officer, a young person, a returning citizen, and just love them to life. Well, we're seeing great thoughts with that.
Well, we appreciate you joining us and telling us all about this, and we're hoping folks will do exactly what you called for there. AJ Ali, director of Walking While Black. Love is the answer. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Aloha.